What is Performance Monitor telling me when my page faults per second are high? I have a Windows 7 64-bit computer that is having performance issues. After some investigation, I have discovered that the page faults per second on it, as reported by Performance Monitor, are really high. Everything else seems to be normal. Resource Monitor reports no hard faults and lots of available memory. Is this a potential cause for problems, or is it a red herring? If it is something that could be causing problems, what should I do next to figure out what is causing it? Here is a screenshot of the Performance Monitor. Notice that the average page faults per second is 75,887. On another computer that does not have problems, this number is closer to 3,000. Here is a screenshot of the Resource Monitor, sorted by hard faults per second, which is currently 0 for all processes.
Process Explorer has a column available to check how many page faults are being generated. This way you can identify the program that is causing the problem and troubleshoot more specific. Performance Monitor, average page faults per second. This counter gives a general idea of how many times information being requested is not where the application, and VMM, expects it to be. The information must either be retrieved from another location in memory or from the page file. Recall that while a sustained value may indicate trouble here, you should be more concerned with hard page faults that represent actual reads or writes to the disk. Remember that the disk access is much slower than RAM. This URL. A hard page fault is when the memory manager finds that the block of memory it needs is not in RAM. That memory has been swapped out to disk, and your system slows down because it takes more time to get it from there. Add more memory to your system to reduce the number of page faults and improve performance.
The page faults per second includes both soft faults, pages that can be served from flash to RAM, and hard faults, pages that must be served from flash to the disk. So having a high page faults per second value doesn't necessarily mean a problem. Examples of soft page faults include turning pages in the transition list. It consists of the standby list and the modified list. They contain temporarily unused memory pages, which are candidates for paging out to the disk, or discarded if they are not modified, but are still in the RAM, into active pages and turning active pages into the transition list. In Windows 10, this could also happen when compressed pages are turned into active pages, as Windows 10 has memory compression. To see hard faults, you can use pages per second, pages input per second or pages output per second counters.
Here's a table from the Windows internals book about what's the page fault. I've excluded the ones that result in an access violation. Reason for fault, result. Accessing a page that isn't resident in memory but is on disk in a page file or a mapped file, allocate a physical page, and read the desired page from disk and into the relevant working set. Accessing a page that is on the standby or modified list, transition the page to the relevant process, session, or system working set. Accessing a demand 0 page, add a 0 field page to the relevant working set. Writing to a copy on write page, make process private, or session private, copy of page, and replace original in process or system working set. You can reference the question for more details what causes page faults. There are so many reasons to make page fault.